Hello! This week's video is part 1 of a 2-part series on glow-in-the-dark nail art paired with classic Halloween designs. If you have already watched this video all the way through and you know which nail art tutorial you want to watch, click on that design now to skip to the tutorial. I know that not everyone owns glow-in-the-dark nail polish, and I didn't either until a couple weeks ago. The nail polish that I bought is by Sinful Colors, and it's only $2 if you live in the United States. This nail polish works surprisingly well even with just one coat over lighter shades of polish. With that said, let's go ahead and head into the tutorial so you can see how I use this polish. The color polishes you will need for these designs are red, white, black, as well as your glow-in-the-dark polish and your base and top coat. The first design resembles dripping blood, which is perfect for Halloween. For this look, I'm using a dotting tool dipped in red polish. Apply a dot of red nail polish to your nail and then drag it down towards the tip of your nail. Do this in a couple spots and then connect all of those lines together at the bottom with curved lines to create your dripping nail design. Once your red polish is dried, apply the glow-in-the-dark polish over it with your dotting tool. This design will probably require 3 coats of glow-in-the-dark polish since it's over red polish instead of white, but you can always apply a couple of layers, then check it in the dark to see if you need another coat of glow-in-the-dark polish. As always, apply your top coat. And now we're going to go ahead and turn off the lights to see what the design looks like. The designs don't show up as well on camera as they do in real life, so it looks really cool right now, but just keep in mind it looks even better in person. The next design is a ghost nail art using glow-in-the-dark polish. First, you want to start off by applying your base coat, then 2 coats of a white polish, and I'm sorry you guys, I decided to do this hand with my non-dominant hand, so kind of blocking the camera here. I thought that it would be easier to do a design on my right hand using my non-dominant left hand since I'm doing multiple designs this week, but I probably won't ever try that again. Once your 2 coats of white polish have dried, go ahead and cover your entire nail with the glow-in-the-dark polish. The polish works really well over white nail polish, so even one coat shows up very well in the dark. I decided to check after each coat and see how it appears in the dark, and it looked fine, but if you have any patches where it's not showing up as well, go in with another coat. Next, I'm using a dotting tool dipped in black polish to draw on some eyes and a mouth. Finish off with a fast-drying top coat and begin on your second design. I started out with my base coat, then 2 coats of black polish. Using a dotting tool dipped in white polish, I went in and drew on a ghost, and again, I'm sorry, I'm using my left hand, my non-dominant hand, to draw these on, so it's kind of slow. And it's not shown here, but I went over that white polish with a fast-drying top coat just to smooth it out since the polish that I used was very thick. Using your dotting tool dipped in your glow-in-the-dark polish, go over the white portion of this design. And again, the glow-in-the-dark polish works really well over white polish, so one coat here might be fine. You can stop and check in between different coats and see how it looks if you need to apply another layer. I went ahead and applied 2 on most of my fingers, just to make sure that all of the areas were filled in really well and that they glowed really well in the dark. Using a smaller dotting tool dipped in dark polish, draw on some eyes and a mouth. And once that is dried, you can apply your top coat and your design is done. Now it's time to turn out the lights and see how our ghost turned out. The last design in this week's video is a creepy watchful eye design. First, you want to start off by applying your base coat. And then once that is dried, go in with black nail polish over your entire nail. Once that is dried, using a dotting tool dipped in white polish, draw on different shapes and sizes of eyes. You can add in just a couple sets of eyes like I did on most of my nails, or you can cover up the majority of your nail with eyes like I did on my ring finger, which is shown here. This is an easy look for beginners because you don't have to worry about making each nail look exactly the same. You can always go back in and correct any mistakes that you make using your black polish. You can also go back in and use a tool like a striping brush or a toothpick like I'm using here and create straight lines at the top of the eyes that you're working on. Once your eyes are completely dried, go back in with your dotting tool dipped in the glow-in-the-dark polish and cover up those white areas. You don't have to worry about being as precise here as you were with the white polish, since the glow-in-the-dark polish shows up so much better on the white polish versus the black. Again, this polish works very well on white polish, so one coat may be all you need, but go ahead and check it in between coats, and once you're satisfied that you have enough layers of glow-in-the-dark polish on there, you can go back in with a smaller dotting tool or a toothpick or whatever you have, and using your black polish you can draw in different types of centers to the eyes. And once that is dried, you can apply your top coat and your design is done. Turn off the lights and see how beautiful your design is. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you're excited and inspired to now go out and use glow-in-the-dark nail polish. It's actually very easy to work with, and it shows up very, very well when you turn out the lights. It doesn't show up as well on camera as it does in real life, so do give it a shot. It is a little thicker than most other polishes, and it doesn't go on completely clear, but it is still really easy to work with, and like I said, the designs turn out amazing. Please let me know if you decide to try any of these designs, and stay tuned for next week's video, which will have more designs that are great for Halloween that use glow-in-the-dark nail polish. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, you can follow me at NailArtNoob.